students or professors, and as you told me, they are from different states and different cities of India. So first of all, I congratulate all of you very much that you are going to complete your this agenda, the program you are running since last 16th August. So I convey you, thank you to everyone and congratulations to everyone from Ruhelkhand University, particularly the organizers and participants, the speakers, the scholars. तो अभी ये जो सेशन हम शुरू करने को हैं और मुझे जैसा आपने रिक्वेस्ट किया था स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर, और आज की तारीख में ये टॉपिक पहले से कहीं ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट हो गया है, ज्यादा कंटेम्परेरी हो गया है। जितने भी स्कॉलर्स और स्टूडेंट्स, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स आप हमें सुन पा रहे हैं, आप सभी लोगों को हम बताना चाह रहे हैं कि ये सेशन कोई लेक्चर नहीं है और ये कोई फिलॉसफी या डेटा कंपाइलेशन भी नहीं है। ये हमारे दैनिक जीवन से जुड़ा हुआ प्रतिदिन का एक इशू है। हमारे साथ प्रतिदिन ही ऐसा होता है कि हम किसी न किसी मसले को लेकर थोड़ी देर के लिए तनाव में आ जाते हैं, स्ट्रेस हो जाता है। अभी जैसे ये सेशन शुरू होने के पहले ही थोड़ी सी तनावपूर्ण स्थिति हो रही थी, नेटवर्क कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा था, सर आवाज नहीं जुड़ पा रही थी। हम अपने से जुड़े हुए लोगों को क्या जवाब दें, कैसे उनको जुड़े रखने के लिए हम प्रयास करें, ये सारी चीजें भी एक तरीके का स्ट्रेस पैदा करती हैं।
राइट सर।
तो ऐसी स्थिति में हम इस पर और भी यूनिवर्सिटीज में, कॉलेजेस में स्कॉलर्स के बीच में बात करते रहते हैं। एक समय था जब साइकोलॉजिस्ट ऐसा मानते थे कि जो हाई आईक्यू के लोग हैं वो किसी भी कंट्री के लिए, इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए, एकेडमिक के लिए बहुत ही यूजफुल हैं, जिनका आईक्यू बहुत अच्छा है। वो किसी संस्थान में अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं, उनका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होता है। किसी कंट्री के लिए, गवर्नमेंट के लिए वो अच्छे ऑफिसर साबित होते हैं। लेकिन 25-30 साल के बाद एक सर्वे उभर के आया, और बड़ा हैरानी वाला सर्वे उभर के आया कि जो लोग बहुत हाई आईक्यू के लोग होते हैं वो बहुत ही शार्प चीटर भी होते हैं। वो इतने महीन तरीके से धोखेबाजी करते हैं, करप्शन करते हैं कि जल्दी लोगों की पकड़ में नहीं आता है। और ये आज भी हम देखने को पाते हैं दुनिया भर में। सरकारी जो संस्थाएं हैं उनमें भी देखते हैं हम, जो पॉलिटिक्स में है वहां भी देखते हैं, जो गैर सरकारी संस्थानों में काम कर रहे हैं वहां भी देखते हैं। जिनका आईक्यू लेवल बहुत हाई होता है वो लोग बहुत ही महीन तरीके से कुछ ऐसा कांड कर देते हैं जो जल्दी लोगों की पकड़ में नहीं आता है। वो उससे ज्यादा आईक्यू वाला ही कोई पकड़ पाएगा। तो साइकोलॉजिस्ट ने ये पाया कि कुछ मिसिंग है। हमें देश चलाने के लिए, संस्थाएं चलाने के लिए, इंस्टीट्यूशन चलाने के लिए सिर्फ आईक्यू टेस्ट करना नॉट इनफ, ये पर्याप्त नहीं है। तो आईक्यू के साथ ईक्यू का टेस्ट होने लगा। ईक्यू मीन्स इमोशनल क्वोशेंट। इमोशनल क्वेश्चन के टेस्ट होने लगे. ओनली IQ इज नॉट इनफ. उदाहरण के लिए,
may I interrupt Chandra sir for a while?
Sir.
Sir, actually, some participants are from south part of the India, South India, so they are requesting to
continue in English.
Sir, I am sorry to disturb you.
No.
I am getting messages on WhatsApp. My
right,
session is very nice, sir. Session is very nice.
Very nice. Okay, no problem. So, what I was briefing earlier and talking about, that it was a concept among the psychologists, global psychologists, that the people of high IQ are very much beneficial and useful for organization, even for government organization, for private organization, for country. But after around 30 to 40 years of a study and survey, it was concluded globally. Very amazing fact. The persons who are of high IQ, they are very sharp cheater also. Sometimes the people, officer, scientist, politicians of high IQ, they commit such a sharp cheating with organization, with government, with institution, that hardly anyone can trace them. So it was again researched that what we are missing, high IQ or the IQ level, IQ measurement is not enough. We should measure and test EQ also. I am very aware that all the participants of this event are well educated. I will have to explain little and you understand much. So EQ stands for emotional quotient. So with IQ test, another test was included, that is EQ. That how much the person is emotionally rich. What are the parameters to check the emotional richness? The parameters to check.
One is called FOH and one is called ROH. FOH stands for front overhead is a
So it was concluded by global psychology. I think all of you are getting me, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very much. Thank you. So it was concluded in the next phase that IQ is not enough. EQ should be tested. How much the person is rich emotionally. Rich emotionally means how much he is a man of character, woman of character, how much he or she values the honesty, patriotic feelings, feelings of humanity, how much he or she is socially connected and concerned for nation, concerned for the human beings. So these were the parameters which were checked and tested for getting a person suitable for organization, government, or institution in any field. But after almost 25 years, it was again researched that emotional people are sometimes very much dangerous to the organization, to the institutions, and sometimes for themselves also. And you see, some very good profile persons, sometimes they suicide, sometimes they kill another. We are well aware that seeing this pandemic, global pandemic, since last more than 1 year, that during the lockdown, during this period, domestic violence increased, and it was recorded by Government of India also. And not only Government of India, but all governments of the world. During the lockdown period, during this pandemic period, domestic violence increased. Why so? This is the negative EQ, emotional quotient, lackness of emotional richness. Then again the psychologist thought and concluded that IQ is not enough, EQ is not enough. The new term is very much popular, that is SQ. SQ stands for spiritual quotient. Now, organizations scrutinizing officers, testing them IQ, testing their IQ, their EQ, as well as SQ, spiritual quotient. What does it mean by spiritual quotient? Spiritual quotient, how cool you are. How can you handle difficult situations, contradictory situations, situations which are called accidental? How much are you able to handle and manage hard situations? Can you keep cool yourself with circumstances which are not favorable? This is known as spiritual quotient. Very frankly to say, this quotient is not achieved merely by listening a lecture, reading a book. It can guide you. It may give you instructions, but it needs a little bit practice. And this is a very much practical session. I will lead and instruct you for a 15 minutes meditation, yoga, breathing exercise. These are very much demanded nowadays globally. So, very first point, to manage your stress, not only stress, but any stressful situation and circumstances. The first formula, never to forget, that is to observe your breathing. To observe your breathing. Whenever you are in contradictory situations, whenever you are in difficult circumstances, just pause for a moment, just for a moment, for a few seconds only, and you come to your breathings. Just watch your breathings. This is the most secular scientific technique to control hard situations, to control contradictory circumstances. This is the way to control and harsh. You see, when you observe your breathings, even while you are listening me, just for a moment, you observe your breathing, you watch it peacefully. Breathing is coming in, breath is coming out. No need to say, the moment you observe your breaths, you are in present. Breathing is never in future and breathing is never in past. You come in past, you come in present. The moment you observe your breath, you come in present. So this is the first bullet point. Whenever you are in such kind of situations which cause any kind of tension or stress, simply watch your breathings. No need to say, your breathing is a sign of life. You are alive till you are breathing. In another way, you may say that your breaths, your breathing is your life. Breaths is life. So when you observe your breathings, indeed you observe your life. When you are connected with in and out breathings, you are connected with your life. And the moment you are connected with your life, you come into peace. You come to the peace. So this is the first bullet point. Whenever you are in stress, just for a moment, pause everything and focus your mind on your breathing. If you practice it daily, at least for 20 minutes, just hardly for 20 minutes, you see how much miracle happens, how easy it is, and how difficult it is. When you observe your breathings in and out, again and again, you will find my mind is missing this present moment. Either it is escaping and jumping to future, and sometimes diving into past. Within 20 minutes of practice or exercise, not for any spiritual gain, not with any religious intention, just to do better wherever you are. Either you are a teacher, either you are a professor, either you are a student, even if you are a housewife, or you are a labor, wherever you are, your performance will improve in every sense. A quality change will be there. So first point, I think I conveyed you fully that to manage your stress, first point, observe breathing. And better, you practice it daily, at least for 20 minutes. If you can, you may do so in the morning and night session. If you practice it in night session, even before sleep, you will find a miracle in your life that most of your diseases are not, if not removing, at least decreasing. Very common disease, heart, cardiac diseases, BP, this such kind of diseases, and many diseases causing due to neurotic tension, and that is also caused due to tension and stress in your daily life. Such kind of diseases, if not removed, at least decreased, sure. This has been proved by so many scientific researches. Other point, I think you should note it down for further practice, how to manage the tension, how to manage the difficult situations. You observe there are 4 kind of thoughts and 4 kind of people and 4 kinds of situations come in our lives. 4 kind of people, 4 kind of situations, and 4 kind of thoughts come into our life. What are those 4 kind of thoughts or the people or the situation? Number 1, some people who come in our life, they are very much happy. This is one. Number 1, some people who come in our contact, they are happy. Some situations come in our life which we may call happy situations, and some thoughts come in our mind which make us happy. So one thing, situation, circumstances, people, or thought we encounter, that is happiness. So how to deal with these moments, these people, these thoughts? We have to make friendship with such people, such circumstances, situations, and thoughts. Maintain friendliness. Second situation or the thought or the people we encounter in our life, they are people with pain, with suffering, with unhappy vibrations. Since last 1.5 years, we are seeing and observing such kind of situations, circumstances around us globally, people affected with corona, our near and dear, they are infected, we see, and we see it very positively. Keep distance. Social distancing, stay at home, these terms have become very much popular globally. So how to deal with such kind of situations? When you encounter unhappy people, unhappy thought, or unhappy situations, you have to deal such kind of people, such kind of thought, and such kind of circumstances with compassion. First, deal and behave with happy ones, happy thought, happy situation with friendliness. Develop friendly emotion with happy people, happy situations, happy circumstances, and thoughts making you happy. Maintain friendliness. And unhappy people, unhappy thought, unhappy circumstances, you have to deal with them with compassion. Not to hate, not to disregard, but deal with compassion. And many of you must have seen such kind of situations since last 1 year. If your mother, your father, your brother, your wife, or your husband was infected with corona, how did you behave? You behave with them with compassion, not with hatred, not neglecting them, caring about them with compassion, even keeping distance. When a house is on fire, you do not jump into the fire. You just want to remove it with a distance. So compassion, firstly, you have to behave your happy thoughts, happy people, happy circumstances with friendliness. Secondly, unhappy people, unhappy situations, unhappy circumstances, unhappy thoughts, you have to deal with compassion. Even the moment you are unhappy, so don't be negative. Just deal that thought with compassion. What does it mean by compassion? To help. Charity. And the third thought, or the third people, or the third situations which we come across in our daily life, that is achievers or the achieving moments. We find some people around us who are achievers. Achievers in any field. Maybe Olympic achievers, maybe in your academic field, who are professor, head of departments, so and so, gold medalist. Sometimes I myself achieve something. I'm very much happy, overwhelming. How to deal these moments? These persons, these thoughts. That is technically, there is a very good term in Sanskrit and good term in Pali language, that is mudita. Mudita. What does it mean by mudita? To be happy with other happiness. Usually, commonly you see, when you see a very big achiever, successful man in business field, in a sports field, in academic field, usually what kind of behavior or what kind of reaction mostly we have a jealous feeling. We have an inferiority feeling. But not so. You have to show happiness with others' happiness. For example, when your child, your little daughter, your little son comes with a report card from school, comes with a certificate of sports or a cultural activity, winning in their school, you are very much happy. You feel as you are receiving this kind of certificate. So such kind of situation is technically known as mudita, to be happy with other happiness. And the fourth situation, this is you come across negative circumstances, negative people, and negative thoughts. How to deal with such kind of thoughts, other people, other circumstances? What negative? You are doing your best to perform any job. For example, you are running this seminar, webinar since last 4 days. If anyone comes, he or she criticizes it very deeply with facts and phenomena, you are hurt, you feel hurt. That I am doing so and so much exercising since last and preparing since last 2 months, so many activities, and this fellow, he or she is criticizing me. You feel ill feel. How to deal with such kind of people, such kind of thoughts, such kind of situations? That is known as let go. Known as let go. Just ignore. But this kind of ignoring doesn't mean hating. Such kind of ignoring doesn't mean insulting. Such kind of ignoring doesn't mean dishonoring. Simply ignore, let go. Prime Minister of England of that time, Churchill, used to say, if I am going to hit every barking dog, I will never reach to my destination. So simply ignore sometimes barking situations, barking thoughts, or the barking people. Just ignore and straight your mind, focus your mind on your goal, on your achieves. Some people, they criticize it very much positively. with good suggestions to improve you. Such kind of people or situations or thoughts must be welcome, but with negative intention, with jealous intention, with egoistic intention, you simply ignore, let go. So, what I discussed with you is stress management. Number one, you have to observe your breathings. After observing breathing, you see what kind of situation or thought the people is before me. Identify it. Is it happy situation? Number one, just identify. Is it happy situation? No. Is it unhappy situation? No or yes? Identify whether it's an achieving situation, fabulous situation, circumstance, or thought, or the person before me. And fourthly, is it negative situation? So identify and deal accordingly. If it is happy situation, deal with friendliness. If it is unhappy situation or the thought or the person, deal with compassion. And if the situation you are facing, it's a very achieving moment. You see, on the moments of marriage ceremony, when there is, you see, the Bharat, which you call Bharat, it's just on the gate of the marriage pandal. Band, people are dancing, and the receiving end, who are hosts, they are very much in tension. You see, most of the time, parents, guardians, standing there with garlands, smiling faces, but still there is a kind of tension. How to deal this moment? Anything otherwise is not going to happen. They are very much aware about it. So it's a situation or the circumstance. What kind of? It's achieving. It's a kind of achievement that we are going to marry our daughter, our sister, or our son. And in that moment also, you have to be cool, calm, control. So, what is that moment? To be happy with other happiness. And the fourth situation, negative situation, simply let go. Let go. But it doesn't happen after listening a lecture, reading a book. You have to practice this. As a wrestler goes to gym, practices, body exercises daily, likewise, you have to develop it through practice. So one kind of practice is practicing, observing your breathings in and out. Secondly, when you are enough cool down, when you are enough connected with yourself, you feel that this moment you are near to yourself, close to yourself, then practice it. Practice it. This practice is known as meditation on friendliness. How to practice meditation on friendliness? As you are sitting before a mirror, in front of mirror, you see your face in mirror. Likewise, for 2 or 3 minutes, closing your eyes, just visualize yourself sitting before you with a smiling face, well-combed hairs, with good makeup, and convey thought vibration on yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be helpful to others. May I live long. Such kind of benevolent words, feelings for yourself. Meditate on yourself. If you are not calm, cool, filled with love, compassion, you cannot help anyone. What you give to others, whatever you have, if your heart is filled with love, only then you can love someone. If your heart is filled with compassion, only then you can be compassionate to anyone, to society, or to country, to your family, to your friend, to your situation. You must have compassion. As a wrestler develops his or her body, likewise, you develop these values, these thoughts, these elements in your mind through practice. You have some born qualities, but these are the qualities to be developed. So first, practice meditation with yourself. Practice friendliness with yourself. If you are a smoker, if you are a drunkard, no need to say you are not friend of yourself. Many other habits which harm you, and you are living with those habits, you are not friend of yourself. And if you are not friend of yourself, you can not be friend of anyone. Even if your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your friend, you say I'm friend, but you're not friend. You must have friendliness with yourself first. In the second phase of your meditation, just visualize your best friend is sitting before you. Just select one friend. While selecting a friend, in your visual exercise, visualization, there are 3 conditions. Your friend should be he if you are he. Your friend should be she if you are she. Second, your friend should be of your age group. Not too much younger, and not too much older. Thirdly, your friend should be alive. You have not to choose a dead friend or the dead one. Since last 1.5 years, we have lost so many our dear ones, but you have not to meditate on them. Choose one and practice meditation of friendliness with that person. And pray or wish the same feeling as you was praying or wishing feelings with yourself. May you live long. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be helpful to your family, to this country, to this society. May you be helpful to me. May you be useful to me. And our friendliness, our friendship, may it be live long for whole of the life. Just develop such kind of friendliness. If any of your friend, your relative is infected with corona or any other illness or disease, in that situation, you may meditate on him, on her, with the same feelings. And you, in such a way, in this way, you are giving him or her positive vibration of healthiness, positive vibrations of health, of friendliness. And it works. The third situation, you select another third person who is in your contact, but you have no feeling of friendship, even not a feeling of enemyship also. Many a persons around you, you know them, but you have no feeling or concerns. For example, the person who is throwing newspaper at your home daily in your office, or providing you milk and other daily use things, you see, you have no feeling of friendship or relation or concern, but you know them. So this is the third stage of meditation. First stage, friendliness, meditate friendliness with yourself. Second, with your close friend. Third, with an unknown person. Or you may say, I know, but I have no feeling of friendship or enemyship with that person. Develop friendship with that person. Your maid lady in your home, see her situation. A servant in your home, or newspaper hawker, or the milkman, and anyone. You can choose according to your situation. Meditate on him or her and convey same type of feeling. May you be healthy. May you live long. May you be disease-free. May you be useful, beneficial to society, to family, to yourself, to me also. Even if you are going to hospital, be positive towards hospital, persons, doctor, nurses. Be positive. Develop a kind of friendly feeling emotionally, heartily with them. In that case, medicine works fastly. And the third, after third situation, choose the fourth one. Firstly, point one, you select or choose yourself, then your friend, then an unknown person. Fourth one, choose your enemy. If you are a beginner in this field, in the field of meditation and yoga practice, what I suggest, do not select or choose a strong enemy in your first session, at least for at least a few months. Do not select, visualize a very strong enemy. Just simply you see some disagree people around you who may be agreed, where you can again stretch your hand of friendship. You see what is positive in their personalities, what circumstances they are facing. Maybe you are helpful, but you are keeping distance due to some disagreements. Try to develop friendliness with them. Same kind of vibrations, same kind of thoughts. May you be healthy. May you be positive. May you live long. Whatever good is there that may happen in your life, may our situations and our relation be good. We can talk each other. We can help each other. In this way, you develop a cool mind, and mind with positive vibrations, mind with friendliness. These are the practices, most secular practices, and need of the hour today. The world facing pandemic, corona situation, and we are seeing that even who are surviving, they are facing fear. They are in tension. They are very much uncertainty, feeling uncertainty. So, just for a few moments, you are listening me very silently, very peacefully. I will take only 4 or 5 minute meditation session. Whatever I discussed, just for a moment. Just close your eyes. And observe your bodies. First of all, you see, where am I sitting? Just mentally, you take the attendance of your all body limbs. Just you take the attendance. You see, where are my feet? Whether the left leg is on right leg or the right leg is on left leg. Are you having with shoes, with socks, or without that? You see, where are your hands? What is the position or the posture? You are sitting. Just observe your posture. Most favorable if you can sit straight with a state spinal cord. And just for a moment, observe mentally your face. You see whether am I in tension, in stress, or am I in peaceful mind? Is there a smile on my face? If not a smile, simply try to smile. Smile for a moment. Now focus your mind just above your lips. Below your nose. And observe your breathings without any effort. In whatever way, you simply observe your inhaling and exhaling. A musical rhythm is there in your inhaling and exhaling. Try to catch, try to observe that musical harmony in your inhaling and exhaling. You see how much harmonious it is. And this is life. The moment there is no breath, you are no more. Breath means life. When you are observing your breathings, you are observing your life. This very moment is life. All the moments which are past, those are dead moments. That is not life. Moments which are yet to come, going to happen in future, that's not life. This very moment, when you are aware about your body, about your feelings, about your mind, this very moment is life. Please come to the next step and choose yourself sitting before yourself, and mentally you utter these words to yourself. May I be healthy. If you are facing any disease in your body, please convey those thoughts also. May I be free from this kind of disease. May I live long. May I be happy. If you are facing any kind of negative circumstances, you may visualize them. May I be free from them. May I get a way to be free from this kind of situations. In the next step, you visualize your closest friend. Please choose one. Only one. In the present situation and circumstances, you may choose one who is affected with any disease, with illness. This is the best way, best moment to convey good feelings, positive feelings to your relatives, to your friends, to your loved ones. May you be healthy. May you live long. May you be free from this kind of disease, your sickness. May you recover soon. I am always with you, physically, mentally, and all possible ways. May you be healthy. May you be beneficial to your family, to your friends, to this society, to this country, to this world. I respect you. I honor you. I love you. Your relation is very much meaningful to me. Just visualize your heart is vibrating with the feelings of friendliness towards your loved ones. Persons you are concerned with. and come to the next stage. Choose a friend whom you are very much known, but in a way unknown. He or she is around you, you know them well, but there is no feeling of friendship or any relation, neither having any negative feeling nor having any positive feeling. Simply they are like tools in your life. Remember a face, visualize it before the screen of your mind, and convey same kind of feelings, vibration for him or for her. May you live long, may you be healthy, may you be useful and beneficial for your family, for your friends, for yourself, for this world. You are very good to me. You are very much meaningful in my life. I value you. And as a fourth stage of this meditation, you choose a disagree person. Not directly an enemy, simply a disagree person. After a few months of meditation, you may choose your enemy also. Just visualize his or her face before your mind. See what are the good qualities in her, in him. Appreciate those qualities. Mentally appreciate those qualities and spread good wishes from your heart. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all diseases and sickness.
Sir, please unmute yourself. Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay. So anyway, this session from my side is almost to finish.
Very, very nice, sir. Yoga session.
If anyone have any query, any question, just I will try.
Participant may discuss their queries, their doubts, or on how to reduce stress or some other issues related with their practical or maybe personal life. They may discuss with Dr. Rajesh Chandra, sir.
If anyone has any question, I will just try. I am not guaranteed that I will answer all your questions because it's a very much practical session and practical things. It's not a theory.
I also enjoyed your session, sir, very much.
So much thanks, sir. So much thanks, sir.
And after a hectic schedule of last 4 days and before that, during the preparation of course, I also relaxed very much, sir.
Very good, very good, very good.
And few minutes back, I went to a deep sleep.
Yes.
During your session. So, sir, thank you very personally, sir. I am very thankful to you.
So much thanks. And what I say, if you practice this daily, it will make you much stronger and much person of qualities. Qualitative change you will see in your life, and it will be beneficial on your workplace also.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
So participants are normally mute. They may unmute and you may discuss any general discussion. You can discuss general things with Chandra sir, not some professional thing. In day-to-day life, you face some situations, somewhere you get your stress level will increase or you are not able to handle those situations. So
yes, please, anyone, not necessary to ask me question also. You may share your feedback.
Yes, sir.
About this session, and you may share your practices. How do you deal with such kind of situation in your life? Is there any kind of practice in your life, daily life? If you have, you may share it, please.
1 second. Hello, sir. I am Dr. Chandra Kumar from RV College of Engineering, Bangalore. Thanks for such a wonderful session.
Sir.
Okay, actually, I have been trying to practice these things, but not on a regular basis. But I try to inculcate more of these things. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you, sir.
Any other participant may also share their feedback or also their views about this yoga session, meditation. So normally we don't take care of these things in our professional life. We became so busy in our professional activities, so we ignore these activities. So I think Mr. Mittal will say something about this session.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Siddiqui, to give me some time. So basically, as Rajesh Chandra ji has enumerated, that this type of practices are really required in general life also. Even if a lady is there who is a housewife, nowadays she is also stressed because the verticals of life has increased and the life has become multidimensional and multitasking, I will say. But even I practice the things which sir has discussed, but not in a regular manner. By virtue of busy schedule or whatever you can say. So I really appreciate the way Rajesh Chandra ji has explained the value and use of this stress management. And I also appreciate the Dr. Siddiqui that he has arranged the lecture of Dr. Rajesh Chandra ji, because these type of lectures are, I think, are more fruitful, more useful than the technical one. So again, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So any other participant may share his or her views. Otherwise, so all I can say, sir, this lecture is very practical, unlike other lectures we have conducted in the past few days. Yeah, sir. So, and I think from your lecture, we learned a lot about the issues which are related with the stress in life and how to handle these issues to become successful in life and in personal life as well as in professional life also. And I hope our participant will implement the things you have discussed in your yoga session in their life, day-to-day life, and will get benefited a lot. So thank you very much, sir. I am thankful to you for joining us. And namaskar, sir.
Thank you, sir, Dr. Siddiqui, and all participants who listened me patiently. Very much thankful and grateful to all of you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for joining us. So now our 14th session have been covered till now as we have designed 14th lecture, and the 15th session will be of feedback and online test. So I think you are all ready for that at 2 p.m. At 2 p.m. we will take a small feedback from a few of you. We will record this feedback for our future reference, and after that there will be a vote of thanks by our respected HOD Professor Upadhyay sir. He will address and interact with you as he couldn't do on the inaugural day. And after that proceeding, we will immediately start the proceedings of the online test exam. I will share the link in your WhatsApp group, and as I already told, there will be around 25 questions and the time will be 30 minutes. And after next 30 minutes, immediately the link will be closed. So you please be punctual in catching the link and fill your answers as soon as possible. In the meantime, as we have already discussed yesterday, but if you have any query, then you may ask me right now. Any query regarding your attendance, your some other, you may discuss. I will share all the files. I have attendance file if you want on the WhatsApp group or chat box, wherever you want. And if there is no query, then it is very good. I think you get some relax by this stress management session, and it is good for you. And best wishes for your online test exam at 2:30 p.m. Now it is a time for break, as we do every day. So this is the last day of break. So you enjoy of your lunch. Maybe some are in their offices or some are doing online classes. Nowadays, partial activities are going on. So thank you very much for joining us, and we will meet again at 2 p.m. today. Now you may leave the meeting. Thanks.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.